All right, we got another piece of weirdness. Looks like an antique from Alex out in LA. Alex did include an email saying he doesn't know what to call this thing. It's a design that he's never seen, and I don't think I've ever seen it before. I did look in there with a flashlight, and I can see a little bit, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to look at it with the lock cam. I mean, that's why I got this thing. So let's see if we can line him up and see what we can see in a little recon here. Get some focus working, and right there is what you can see with the naked eye. It's looks like in position 1 we have a very corroded pair of split pins. And then you can see a reflection. Again, let me get that focus working. Other way, other way. And you can see another pair of split pins back there. Either position 2 or 3 are really difficult to tell without stereo vision. But split pin lock. And we look to the side. I caught a glance of a vertical groove. That is not wear and tear. Looks like these pins do move up and down. There's another one. Yeah, that's not wear. That's definitely machined that way. So it's basically a split pin lock. Let's look down the bottom, see if there's any secrets down there, any snakes waiting to bite us. And I don't see anything other than, I don't know what that is. A praying mantis, piece of grass, who knows. But it's not surprising. Lock this old. There's bound to be stuff up inside of there. All right, let me clamp this up and figure out how to tension him and see if we can't get this guy picked. All right, for once I'm going to be able to use this 2mm pry bar. This keyway is just huge, and it's even a little bit sloppy for 2mm, but I'll take it. I've also chosen this pick because it's a deforced half diamond, because I can pick from the bottom and it gives me plenty of reach. You'll see me alternating back and forth as I move down the keyway, trying to check the pins on left and right. So I'm going to try, let's see, we'll try it first counterclockwise with very light tension, see if that works. If not, we'll change things up as we progress. All right, all the way to the rear. Well, let's first check something. And the reason I say is because he's not moving. I'm not sure if that's part of the mechanism. There is some flex. I'm not sure if that's the pin moving or if it's, the rest of these are much easier to move. 2, 3. There could be as many as 5. I think there's 4. But if that back one is indeed a pin and he's flexing, it could be 5. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. All right, so counterclockwise. Try light tension all the way to the rear. And see what we got. Pin 3, left. Nice click. Okay, that was pin 2, left. And going down the right side. Nothing. All right, I just touched that very last one. That probably is a pin on the right. He did give me a tiny click. I don't think it was the pick falling off. Okay, that was pin 1 on the left. I just touched him, and I felt a very slight turn on the core. Okay, that was pin 3 on the right. Nice click. Another click on that very last one. Felt a click right there. Turn the core on pin 3. Checking the right side. No feedback, no counter rotation, nothing. Check the left side. Again, the very last one gave me the tiniest of clicks. Took a pretty good amount of pressure on him though. So again, I'm not sure if he fell off or if it's a real pin. Looking for feedback. I got nothing. Check the right side. There was a tiny click on the pin 2. That was 3, tiny click. Okay, that's 4. I got like a double, almost like a serrated double click, if that's possible. It's probably just grit. The reason I say that it's old lock, they usually don't have serrated pins unless maybe Alex has done some rebuild on this guy. Made a couple improvements. Everybody seems set on the left side. I'm really lightening up on my tension now. Ooh. Okay, that was pin 3. And there we go. Ow, my finger's caught back there. All right, got it open. I'm not sure, guys, what. I don't think there are serrated pins in a lock this old unless Alex from LA has done us some enhancement favors. Let's find out. All right, I do not have a key for this. Alex didn't send it, so I'm going to have to hold it open. And because it's a unique design that I have never seen before, it virtually guarantees a catastrophic gutting failure. So if that's why you're here, you are just seconds away from bliss. And I am seconds away from total humiliation, but that's the only reason I do this, right? Okay, that is an odd size. I don't think I have a follower anywhere near that size. So what can we do? Well, we can gut it, but I'm taking a chance. But that's what this is all about. All right, the pins are going to be pointed that way. So, and then, of course, they're going to be coming down from here. So I'm going to use the follower to gut it. We're going to gut it backwards. Let me get my tweezers, and I'm going to try not to drop anything. This is getting flakier and flakier. All right, here we go. It's going to be pin number 5 or 6. I'll start it out in pin 6, just in case there are 6 in there. I doubt it. I'm thinking 5 or 4. Okay, look at the size of that dude. That is a pin that's about 2 times the diameter of a normal pin. And he's got some weirdness on the back. That was pointed towards the spring. So that's probably just to keep the pin aligned with the spring, be my guess. All right, another one, same thing. I may have to get some needle nose pliers. These things are huge. Another one. All these are identical. No serrations or anything. Just make sure, okay, our pins are oriented correctly. And I'm trying to keep my finger on top of them so we don't drop too many things. Another one. Okay, it is 5. All right, let's set this down before it sets itself down. This is almost like one of those mogul locks, just absolutely huge. But what I'm seeing here, these guys are not split on the top, which is weird. All right, so let's move these over since we know we have 5. And get started. I'm going to dump him on the tray right here. Hold my thumb over everything else. Okay, it is split. That is a split pin. Okay, that's position 5. We'll look at these closer in a minute. I don't see any split in that pin right there. But sure enough, that is a split. Oh, I see why. Because it's got a top on it. So it's a split pin with a top. And I guess that makes sense. Kind of keep them lined up. But what it doesn't make sense is why I would have to pick left and right. Because either one of those would have pushed up that flange on the top to the correct height. So I don't think it matters going back and forth. I think I was wasting my time. There's another one, split as well. And, of course, the last one We know he's split because we saw him in the camera. All right, springs. I'm really hesitant to take these guys out. They're about the size of probably car springs. Oh, not too bad. We got... Nope, they're just normal springs, guys. They're darkened with age. I'm just going to put him right here. They're all tangled up. Nothing unusual about those guys. All right, let me move this up and give you guys a close look at these. You can see these are all split. Every one of these. Let me grab a probe. Every one of these has a split and then a flange on the very top. So it doesn't matter which side of this you push. It's still going to push it up to the same height, to the shear line. So alternating back and forth makes no difference. I should have just stuck with either the left or the right and not alternated. But now that I know what the design is, if I ever run across this in the future, I'll know what to do. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal. Alex from LA, thank you, sir, for another piece of luck history. Thanks, guys.